It was a banger, didn't have to tweak anything. So I'm glad you asked me about that one. So for the She Climbs event at Mile End, I would hope that it creates an inviting and safe space for women to come together and try some cool boulders and feel like they can just try hard on the wall and not be in a pressured environment. So I started setting around 6 years ago. Initially that was by stripping the holds at my local wall and then washing them. I was terrified of being on a ladder to start with, so I guess that's one of the big barriers that I've faced. I was really scared of being up high on a ladder with a drill and loads of holds. So that's something that I had to get used to. And then gradually kind of just picked up more and more setting from there. Was very fortunate to kind of be allowed to kind of shadow other experienced freelancers on some sets, and my freelance career sort of took off from there. 5-6 years ago when I started, the representation of women in setting was definitely much smaller than it is now, which is amazing. I don't think for me personally that was ever a huge barrier. I was always quite willing to kind of just go and ask people to have a go, and I think that's one of the main things that you have to be brave and just go and ask and try and get involved. But I think that that's quite a big barrier for a lot of people, and regardless of gender. There's various things that the industry as a whole can be doing to support setters of any gender. I think one of those key things is there being a clear pathway. At the moment, there isn't that in place because we used to be this niche sport and now we're not. We're an Olympic sport, we're mainstream now. And I think it's taking a little while for the industry to catch up, which of course makes sense. What Alex is doing here with having an apprentice and working very, very closely with them for a number of years. However, things like that take time. Route setting's a very skilled profession in my opinion, and something that takes a number of years to not master, because I wouldn't say that anyone has mastered it, especially not me, but to understand it. And I think that the industry could put more emphasis and more time and money into developing new and also established route setters to get to that next level. My pink climb, wading around V4, that's what I envisaged. I also envisaged kind of a bit of a squirmy start, getting into this shoulder, standing into an undercut, 2 pinches and a smash to the top with a toe hook sort of and smear to finish. Being totally honest, it was a banger, didn't have to tweak anything. So I'm glad you asked me about that one. In general, the set went really well. It was really cool to set with the other girls, and I believe that the quality of boulders was very high all through the grades, and hopefully everyone's going to have fun on them tonight.